Dance with the Millions.
It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair figure flow. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat flow. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated, folks. Get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action pack, back to back. In fact, this monster will grow. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan, and you have no need to know. Hard like winter cold. Bust these fools, anything less than killing whack rappers is a crime. I stay trying to get mine. Stacking value, packing venues, winning over time. Ain't no fine timeline. Open your eyes, you're looking for the best, and this is what you find. Game is only for the bold. You came prepared, now get ready for the show.
Introducing from parts unknown, your UFC and combat sports insider, Clever D, the Combat G, and the sports professor. Yo, what up, friends? You know what it is, Ballin' Buds, back with you again. It is our Boxing Champs Fight News and Picks special, so you know we brought the whole crew with us. And we will see them in just a second, but first, my right-hand man, my brother from another, the UFC Boxing Combat Sports MMA Insider, Clubber D, the Combat J.
Yerp. And I want to hear from all the people that didn't want to believe me when I said that Ilia Topuria was going to wipe Charles Oliveira ass across that cage. And he did it in the first round. I predicted second, but happened in the first round, okay? And also
there were a lot of you
knocked out in the first round also. And that happened by RoboCop. But we in this, bitch. We here.
There were a lot of them, Clever D, that were going against your prediction there in our stream. I remember it being very Oliveira heavy.
Yeah.
And it turned out that you were wrong and Clever D was right. So there you go. That being said, make sure you subscribe to Ballin' Buds, BALLANDBUDS. If you're watching on any of the other channels that we're going to bring our guest on, we really appreciate it. Hope you subscribe and hope you enjoy our content. There's a QR code up there. It'll help you get to all our channels, YouTube, Instagram, Clubber D's YouTube, TikTok, all that good stuff. Cool.
Sure.
All right. Hit that like button, whether you're watching now or on the replay, and let's go ahead and bring in the crew. All right. First of all, we got to recognize that he is the funding behind the whole organization, the shadow behind the mask, the networker of all boxing networkers, the man that has to leave us because he already has 18 more interviews set up tonight, Skywalker Boxing Media.
Hey, what's up, guys? Salute.
Brother.
Pleasure being here. Love doing this. This is a great idea. We come together every week, and this is a big boxing weekend. We got a lot of great fights. We got too many to talk about tonight. And I'm Skywalker Boxing with Team Mo Boxing, no problem. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, on all platforms. And you guys follow Ballin' Buds. And Clubber D got a YouTube channel. You guys show some love. If you're out there following me, follow them.
Appreciate you.
And, let's keep this show rolling every Thursday.
Now, may I ask you to pull down that camera so we can see that beautiful face? Or are you? Okay, there we go.
Bam,
Not that far. Calm down, pause. All right, cool. Thank you for that. Yes, make sure you tap in with Mo Boxing, no problem. Skywalker Boxing Media, and on Facebook, Skywalker Boxeo. And then coming up next, he wasn't even supposed to be with us. He said, I'm not even supposed to be here tonight. He had so many boxing things. He had a boxing sparring group. He had an interview. He was going back in time to go talk to Joe Louis. He was doing so many things tonight, but he blessed us with his presence instead. The foremost boxing historian. You better step up your game if you don't know him and get with him on YouTube to know all of your boxing history. Josh from 86 Boxing.
Salute. I appreciate the introduction right there. Much love to you. Happy I could be here. And hey, boxing is history, baby.
That's right.
Yes, there you go. I like that. All right, tell them where they can find you at. What are your channels, my friend?
At 86 Boxing, pretty much everything. Come on, we can dialogue.
I thought you had more than that. I apologize. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought because I always see so many 86 boxing profiles when I go to like tag you, so I'm like, all right, he has a lot going on. And last but certainly not least, I just like introducing him last because it's the best of the introductions, the way that Clubber D gives him the intro. So I'm going to pass it to you, Clubber. Who we got coming up?
The one and only, the man known from Utah to Minnesota to Guam to Ghana. Heavy on the poppy. So, oh shit! I fucked it up. Oh no, I was right. Heavy on the
no,
poppy,
you were right.
light on the yayo. Poppy tune yayo. I thought I was in my head too much.
Yo, what's cracking, y'all? That's hilarious. Listen, I'm gonna let you get away with that one, but the joke bag is full tonight. So listen, man. Y'all can't find me nowhere because somebody's mama's my secretary and she took the day off. No, for real though. Find me at Papi Chunyeyo on Instagram. Big things coming. Let's get it cracking.
All right, cool. Well, I appreciate that. If y'all didn't see the technical difficulty we just had right there, a little glitch in the matrix. Josh, would you mind if I did I download the wrong one? Did you send one to me with the transparent background?
Yeah, it might not have been the right, or there might be something you have to do as far as some editing.
Yeah, if you export it as a PNG instead of a JPEG, they'll have a button that says transparent background. You check that, and then that's how we can have the overlay on there.
Oh yeah, gotcha. I did do. Oh yeah, I didn't do the transparent background, did I?
Because right now it's like this. Boom. But that's all right. I appreciate your effort. It's like this right here. Look.
It's a whiteout.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I'll have to make those adjustments here. We'll get it right
good,
here,
man. I appreciate
next time
you.
around.
Hey, I really appreciate your effort, brother. Thank you so much. All right, cool. All right, brothers. Well, again, we are back another week for some huge fights. I mean, the next few weeks is just astounding in the amount of boxing talent that we are going to see hitting the ring. So first of all, before we actually get into the fights, we're going to give you all the fight picks. Let's first of all just get into a couple of bits of news. But yes, don't worry. We're going to talk everything. We're going to talk Katie Taylor Serrano and Amanda Serrano. We're going to talk Shakur Stevenson. We're going to talk Manny Pacquiao, Oleksandr Usyk. We're going to talk Bam Rodriguez. We're going to talk it all. Don't worry. But first, let's touch on some news here. So first of all, one of the fights that we were supposed to have coming up this weekend may be in jeopardy, Skywalker, you were telling us. Can you give us some updates on this fight that may be in jeopardy this weekend?
It's a David Morrell and Katiev fight. Let me
Katiev.
Yeah, let me pull up an article. I wasn't ready for that, but let me
Oh, okay. All right.
Bad.
No, you're good.
Wait.
I did
No, but Rodolfo's asking. He brought it up, and something we brought up. If you pop dirty for PEDs, and the commission, I guess, was they hadn't made no move yet, or I guess the fight, from my understanding, is still going on. But I heard that the fight is in jeopardy because of this, and I guess they found an adverse finding. And let me see if I can find the article.
Okay.
Something like this.
Here we go. I found the article right away. It's on Boxing Scene. The fate of Russian light heavyweight Imam Katiev ability to participate in Saturday night match versus Cuba's David Morrell is in limbo following a decision rendered by the International Testing Agency over an adverse PED test result. The result from April 9th, 2024, so this is last year, April, sample from Katiev was positive for clomiphene. The ITA reported in a Wednesday statement in which it declared Katiev is ineligible to compete effective June 25th until June 25th, 2027. So that's a 2-year suspension. Katiev 10-0, 9 KOs is due to fight Morrell 11-1 on the Turkey Al-Sheikh financed DAZN stream card from Louis Armstrong Tennis Stadium in New York Saturday. As of now, it's still going, but I don't know how it's all going to play out, said an official connected to the bout, who was unauthorized to speak publicly on the matter as the New York State Athletic Commission has yet to rule on the matter. In its statement, the ITA said clomiphene can be used by athletes to increase testosterone levels. Katya's promoter, Eye of the Tiger Promotions, responded to the finding with its own statement, contending the fighter was tested coming out of Ramadan fasting, describing the amount of the banned substance in Katya as minute, and the adverse finding was unexpected and deeply concerning to Imam, the promotion wrote. Imam categorically denies the intentional or knowingly ingestion of any banned substances and insists that the only possible explanation for this adverse analytical finding is food contamination, right? And yeah, but basically that's what everything that is. It's a long ass article. If you guys want to check it out, it's on Credits of Boxing Scene, and I'll drop a link in my chat, guys. I can't put it in here, but I'll drop it in there.
I really appreciate that update, but 2 years that's a crazy long time. Anybody got thoughts on that?
It reminds me kind of what John Jones when they had to cancel that UFC event and they had to move it to, I think, from Vegas to California. I don't know if it was Chael Sonnen, but I remember something similar like that happened in UFC.
Yeah,
you know it.
In soccer, Paul Pogba, he got a 2-year ban a few years back. He's back now, but for some kind of substance. He was with Man United at the time. And of course, we know Jarrell Big Baby Miller, at least on this end, he's been banned multiple times for some type of PED. I can't remember if he had a 2-year ban, but that tells you the seriousness of it for sure.
His was like a diuretic, right? For one time.
That's how Ruiz got a shot, remember?
Another motherfucker cheating. Another motherfucker. This time somebody blaming it on God. Like, just what we do, we blaming it on God now. Bro.
Like, come on now. What are we doing? Yeah.
Man, listen, bro. What I know is some people have popped hot and have been able to fight. This might be like the first time it's actually gotten stopped prior to the fight actually occurring. So if they stop it, then hats off to them. That's the right thing. But if David just want to fight him just to prove a point and give us all some entertainment and still get the check, I'm cool with that too. But we gotta drag homie. He gotta get drugged, just like everybody else that been cheating. They gotta get drugged. We need that walk of shame. You know what I'm saying? You needed to get stronger.
Yeah.
This how to move your feet.
Fight's coming up. What happens if this fight goes through? What will that say about whether people think that
dirty game?
There's people who got to fight in another country. If you're that rule might be only to Russia, Europe, and I don't know, some other country, Australia or something. Like it may not be banned in America. It's possible that some things like that happens.
Could be like Tyson Fury situation where he was banned in Europe for a minute.
Conor Ben
finally came back. Conor Ben, with the eggs. You know what I mean? So it really depends on how that commission, like you said, how that commission does it.
It's always the food though. Eggs, tea. You know what I'm saying?
It's always something you can ingest that may get you, but you conceivably not know that it was in there just conviously. Okay. All right.
What if cool. Eat on somebody, and maybe she had a testosterone and he
they put that jugo, it's like the juice, you know what jugo is, it's like your marinade for the meat. So marinade, bro.
That's how you getting it. That's how you getting it. We're gonna get into another PED story in just a second. Let's hit these comments though. Salute to Rodolfo, been out here commenting. We appreciate you shouting in. Said 4 years for the Jarrell sentence. That was crazy. Salute to Picasso as well. Appreciate you. And yes, we just went through that question, so we appreciate that as well. What else we got going on here? Salute to Josh Taylor. Appreciate you tuning it in.
The fighter,
and as well. Andrew G as well. I wasn't sure. I mean, all the special talent. You never know. Shit.
He could be listening. Love it.
And then finally, we got let's see, Justin James. Thank you, brother. It is going to be a hell of a fight weekend. Yes, indeedy. All right, cool. Let's keep it. Oh, we got one more. Yep, Rodolfo came back in. Oscar Valdez's tea excuse was hilarious.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one.
Wow.
Ryan Garcia said 3 or 4 different things.
Oh, ashwagandha, supplements.
I sucked it out of Oscar's booty.
Oh wow! Hello.
Speaking of Oscar,
well, hold on, don't get there yet. I'm about to get there. First, let's talk the Eddie Reynoso story since we were talking PEDs. What is this that you hear word about Eddie Reynoso having another fighter in his camp with this Clubber D?
Yeah. What's the youngest name?
He just won he just popped dirty too. Rodriguez, I believe, is his last name.
And the dude had no answer to that left hook, and then it's
one who beat that Griffin guy.
Yafai, no, he beat Yafai.
Galal Yafai. Galal Yafai.
Okay, go back. Let me go to his boxer real quick. He just beat Galal Yafai.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's not Francisco, is it?
It might be.
I know.
Yeah, Francisco Rodriguez Jr.
So, raising that ball.
So we got 7 affiliated fighters. It's
because he's been in the game doing his thing. He's well traveled, but that's interesting.
Especially coming off of Jaime Munguia like a month ago with his stuff.
It's very interesting, I will say.
I feel like the FBI should be doing an internal investigation about the goings on at that gym.
Hey, if that was Emmanuel Stewart, woo! They flip everything upside down. We're both back.
Josh Taylor shouts in, I haven't heard much about Dimitri Bivol lately. What you think about this new GOAT?
I postponed that fight. That fight was supposed to be in November, actually.
Is what I was hearing there.
Might be on Turkey Al-Ashish if he wants a trilogy with Bivol and Better BF. I haven't heard anything either. But, there's also Caleb Smith sitting out there who had a good performance over Joshua Buatsi in terms of getting that win. But we'll see, But it seems like a trilogy might be what's likely. But
it's beefing because he wanted Benavidez to kind of wait and let them do the trilogy. But the WBC just said, yank, give me that belt, and gave it to David Benavidez. So that's why he's fighting Yard now. I figured David Benavidez, since he's used to waiting for that belt, he could just let them finish this and then get the winner. But
I think the term GOAT is being used a little too loosely.
I thought he was being sarcastic.
Greatest of all time.
I thought he was being sarcastic too. I was like, I hope so. I don't know about. I hope so. Right.
We're a little loose with that. You know what I mean?
Not the way his ex act. I don't know why he'd GOAT.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Josh is being sarcastic for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I'm a Josh as well.
Yeah.
Wait, did that actually happen? I don't think that actually. I think has that actually happened? That hasn't actually happened. That actually hasn't happened. Someone has.
No, because I was saying the joke. Saying
no, that's what I thought. Oh, okay. Okay, so maybe they think you were being serious. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I was like, that didn't actually happen, right? Like, oh my God, how crazy would that be?
Why ain't supposed to be
around? Yeah.
You go down to perform some fellatio, all of a sudden you coming up looking like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Hell, we're having a bump on your bicep. Like, oh
shit! Shout out Gray Fox.
Gray Fox, what's going on there, buddy?
We appreciate you as always. Thoughts on Manny's issue about PEDs? This comes from Jose Maname.
What's his issue?
I do not know.
I haven't heard.
You got to clarify, sir. Thank you, Jose. Clarify for
Floyd creating the.
Are you talking about back then?
Yeah.
Well,
he admitted to it, I believe, when he was running for senator. He came out the closet with a lot of stuff, But as far as, I think now he's an OG, man. I don't know.
Did he? I hadn't heard.
Damn. Don't tell me Manny Pacquiao got caught leaving out the back of Tyler Perry house, bro. I can't.
No, he wasn't saying that. He talking about PED.
This is like 4 years ago, something came out.
Oh, we better be sure of that.
Here he goes, text messages.
I don't know. Hey, he didn't pop on the test, so I don't know.
We got two Rodriguez and Katiev right now, are two current ones right now.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into one more story before we talk about the biggest news of the day, what happened at that press conference. What about this November 17th? We got a bunch of huge bouts that are possibly being signed. Tell us more about that, Liberty.
Yeah, we got Benavidez defending his WBC, you can say internet champion or whatever, but he's going against Anthony Yard. That's gonna be a good one. It might be a good one. You got Haney versus Norman, which popped off today. It's gonna make that fight even way better. You got Abdullah Mason against Sam Noakes for the vacant WBO belt that Keyshawn lost because he couldn't make weight and refused to fight people outside the ring. But and then they already signed Bam Rodriguez against Fernando Martinez, which is kind of weird because Bam fights next week, but
right,
yeah,
if they're confident of a win,
yeah, pretty much.
Putting the heart.
Anybody
before the horse.
Anybody got thoughts on that? Go ahead.
Those are good fights. Those are good fights, decent fights. I know there's some other ones on there. I thought that card, as it's shaping up, it should be pretty solid. Benavidez Yard, very interesting. I like Benavidez, but I think Yard will put up somewhat of a fight there. It'll be interesting to see if it lasts the distance. I'm thinking not, but time will tell. Now, Norman Haney, of course, we know there's a video floating out there of a little skirmish between the two teams and things of that nature. But that being said, what I also took away from that video is Haney is bigger than Norman.
He's huge.
Crazy.
Oh, wow.
He's like, when I saw them face to face, like Haney was like, I was like, whoa, is that the...
I don't know. So that makes things interesting right there. So you have to wonder, okay, Haney boiling down to 135 at one point, now 140, but 147 seems like it's not going to be an issue whatsoever weight-wise. So it makes things interesting. I'm going to have to think about that one for sure.
Yep,
I mean, it seems like there's no federal agency. They ain't got enough employees to make sure people ain't cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on here? All these people are just getting away with drugging, and it's just crazy, bro. I think that night's gonna be full of walk them down. It's gonna be a whole lot of walking him down. So it's going. I can't wait, bro.
I love it.
I can't wait. Walking him down.
Says Bam is fighting everyone. I don't even think he's 25 yet.
Yeah, he's that dude. He's that dude.
Hey man, seems like people with a whole lot of vowels in their name get caught cheating. You got a lot of vowels in your name.
I don't even know what that means, but it just sounds funny.
I know what it means.
Well, I see what old Jose is mentioned there. I hadn't heard.
A lot of vowels. Ain't a lot of vowels in that name.
So Jose says Terrence on some podcast leaning on Manny taking PEDs, but didn't say it literally.
7 division world champion, right?
8
division. That's not. I mean, we'll probably never see that again. So
Sam Langford did it back in the day. He rolls up through the ranks, but he was a little bit bigger than Manny Pacquiao. But the difference is Sam Langford, when he went up, he took his power with him. Very different. Now, as it relates to Pacquiao, he did start out in a pretty small weight class. I think Doug Fisher made a good point of having seen him back in the day. Then he was basically starving himself. He was smaller then when he first started out. And some of that was attributed to just he was in poor condition. Just he's trying to come up from a poor situation now. But then you got to think as he was rising through those weights, putting on weight and things of that nature, it gradually moved up. It wasn't an overnight shift, it was a gradual thing. That being said, I mean, you can't put anything past anyone, but until I see proof, I can't say it for certain.
Okay. All right.
It's hard for me to say. I mean, there's a lot of stuff with his fights. Cause like when he fought Cotto, that was at 144. He kind of drained Cotto for that fight, and got him up out of there. And then when he fought De La Hoya was he had to take. He saw the IV stuff in his arm, the mark. So they knew he was drained also. So I mean, I don't know.
He didn't lock. He wasn't really knocking guys out like that at 147 and 152. When he fought Margarito, I think it was at 152 or something like that.
And he sat one time on his behind.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did.
One time.
Ricky Hatton.
But the way one time backed up out of there with his hands down.
Yeah. Sat him down.
And hairline went further back.
So I don't know, but I remember when this was the discussion when Manny Pacquiao was there in his prime and did the whole I don't want to do a blood test type thing. So I don't know, it's crazy.
Mayweather changed the game with the whole Olympic testing and everything, because they weren't really testing like that until Mayweather and Pacquiao. So,
and people need to pay more attention to Mayweather's A-side game. You don't let somebody go and put you as a champion as a disadvantage. Like, what you mean we shrink in the ring?
Learn to cut it off.
Hey, there you go. Before we move into the huge news from today, the press conference with promoter Oscar De La Hoya, let's give a shout out to promoter Jimmy Adams watching right now on Instagram. So shout out to Jimmy Adams, Country Box. Salute, sir. We appreciate you. He has an awesome event going on here in Nashville. Oliver McCall, Shannon Briggs, new fighters. Well, they're old fighters, but new to Nashville. And a bunch of other ones. Evan Holyfield, Sergey Derevchenko was there this past time. It was an awesome event. Make sure y'all check out and support Country Box. Appreciate you, Jimmy. All right, cool. What about this press conference today? Holy cannolis, it got wild. Oscar De La Hoya and Berlanga started going at it after Berlanga, which I didn't know when he turned into Bad Bunny Light or something, because I don't remember him running around with Louis bags and a tattoo on his neck the last time I saw him. But whatever, we all grow and evolve. So he started trying to treat Oscar like a stripper, as we all know from Oscar's past. I don't even know. I want to start. Poppy, you're the one laughing the most. I want to start with you on this.
No, don't get to me later, bro. I can't. It's too much on me right now.
All right. Clever D, let's start with you. What happened today at the damn press conference?
Long story short, I mean, Berlanga, he was doing his best to belittle Hamzat, and then he just went at Oscar. I mean, even Shakur told him to shut the hell up. I mean, but he threw a wig, a bra, a belt, a thong, started throwing money in there, told him to strip for him. I mean, I said, Lord have mercy. The thing that got me was Oscar's rebuttal. The fake jewelry is hilarious. And trust me, I love the but when did Puerto Ricans need a passport? How are you calling a fake Puerto Rican?
Never.
Passport. Like,
I don't know what the fuck Oscar De La Hoya is talking about, sir. But we do not need it. We are American citizens, sir. You asshole.
It was hilarious. It was just hilarious.
He might be right. Motherfuckers is getting deported. People are losing their status on paper. He might be right. Like, he might be right.
Hey.
That's a good point.
He might be right. Oscar gonna put on everything that got thrown at him. He gonna put it on.
He said I got one on for you right now. I'm like, whoa, Paul.
He said it was 15 years ago. Who cares? I changed. I got money.
He got some fishnet drawers on right now.
Skywalker, what you think about Oscar and his performance today?
Oh, it was wild, man. Oscar was starting his shit too. He started with Berlanga. He had his jeweler come in, a world-renowned jeweler, tested Berlanga's ice. The ice was fake.
Wait, for real?
Yes.
That's great. That's tremendous.
And then he started throwing the fish nets at Oscar and throwing the money and shit. And there's another video of Eddie Hearn just picking up the money and making the stack for himself, bro. He's like, hell yeah, he's throwing the promoter some extra money, huh? So Eddie Hearn was picking up the money. It was just wild, man. Wild. They really sold the show on this event, man.
If you're gonna be stupid enough to throw your money around at a press conference where there's a bunch of people that all they want is money in their pockets, well, you're not getting that money back. Is that right, Josh? Am I right about that?
I would say so, and I usually don't watch the press conferences, but I just so happen to tune into this one. So I tune into some here and there. And typically when I tune in, it's at the right time. And I tune in at the right time because I found it to be pretty darn entertaining there. That I think that the term new money, that's Edgar Berlanga all day right there. That's Mr. New Money right there. You know, come iced out, all that good stuff and doing all that and everything. But I can say that he was doing some pretty funny stuff there. When Shiraz was trying to talk, he was playing this Jurassic Park theme music or whatever, just drowning him out. I'm just like, it's crazy. That was a wild press conference, I will say, just from all fronts there. So I was entertained, I will say. I was entertained, and it's going to pique my interest even more here as we get towards these fights.
And I'm sure if we had Jimmy on the program, he would say, being a promoter is all about entertaining and putting on a show. That is the whole point of being the promoter. You want to put on the best show and the best entertainment that you possibly can. So there you go. And Picasso, thank you for shouting that out. As Rick James once said, cocaine is a hell of a drug. So, you know, we'll just leave it at that.
Hey, they got to slow down on the fashion stuff, though. Like, ain't nobody trying to see no boxer in there with no furry Uggs on.
Yeah.
He's going too far.
That's funny. Oh, man. All right. Any other comments on that crazy press conference today? All right.
Hey, Oscar been trolling old boy.
Oh, yeah.
Rodolfo, I didn't know it was fake either.
Oscar De La Hoya's social media to see that post, but he brought in a jeweler and everything. He made a reel
That's
a
crazy.
little while ago. Yeah.
He made a whole reel about it? That's petty as shit. Okay.
Hopefully a lot of cats be getting finessed at these jewelry stores from these
I'll show you
big jewelers.
Just go to Temu, get a chain. You know what I'm saying? Just go to Temu, get you a chain. Nobody care.
Oscar got some Temu meat stain jeggings.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's wowzers.
Oh, man.
Meat stained? Oh, I don't want to know.
One of the largest diamond companies in the world, and I'm here to test your diamonds. I hope they're real. Hey, your jewelry is as fake as your wins. Check your jewelry. See if it's real. You must show. Is that real? Fake jewelry. Come on, man. You got fake jewelry.
He let the dude check his jewelry too.
That's crazy. I didn't know. I heard him at the press conference, but I didn't know he actually checked his actual jewelry.
Diamond tester.
That's wild. Jeez Louise. All right, Jose, what are your thoughts on Thurman versus Spence? They can fight now at 154 since Spence is inactive. And you know Thurman is fighting once a year. They have unfinished business. Anyone want to take this one?
Is it 2017?
Exactly. Like, this is the reason why PBC is where it's at, because they let Thurman not fight him. He said, I'm not going to fight him. And they could have had 3 fights and had, way many views and had a good trilogy or whatever. No one cares. This might as well be on USA.
Anyone else?
I gotta say that I had a presentation. I did it my job. That I was at the time. They had this little thing like share your passion. So I did a presentation on boxing. I was talking about officiating, then just boxing history, and then what's going on now. That had a little list there in terms of my pound for pound guys or whatnot. But basically, I thought in 2017, the number one welterweight was Keith Thurman. Mm-hmm. And that was the same year that Spence went over there and beat Kell Brook, right? So that fight, we're so many years removed from it now that it's like, I don't know, pulling on a string that just kind of takes you back, and we don't get the best of what each of them have to offer. A lot of interactivity in between that. They're past, well, you could argue past their prime, you know what I'm saying? Age-wise, it seems that that's the case, but it just doesn't have that same little mustard or fervor that it had at that particular time. Now, I'd watch it, but that being said, hard to say what we're going to get because Spence, I don't know, if it was in 2 years now, something like that. Since he's been in there.
July 2023.
Yeah.
July 2023. And then we know Thurman over the past 5 years, he might have 3 fights or something like 3-4 fights maybe. So very interesting, but I would watch it, but I wouldn't expect anything spectacular.
Would you pay to watch it?
I'm expecting something spectacular, like I always say about Earl. That mouthpiece coming out. Matter of fact, we might have both of them mouthpiece come out at some
First
point.
round.
It's coming out. That mouthpiece, them teeth can't hold a mouthpiece in. They're not secured the right.
Hey man.
All right, cool. Word. Awesome. All right, well then, everybody, please make sure, again, you tap in with everybody on this panel. We are about to go into our fight predictions for the next 2 weeks. You're going to get 2 weeks of predictions on one show. But, again, please make sure you tap in with everybody. I'll put a banner at the bottom so you can go subscribe to everybody's YouTube channels and Papi Chunyeo on Instagram. So please support everybody on this panel. Word. Let's move it into this weekend. We're going to save my girl for last for the weekend. So we'll start first with, do you want to, we'll start, you want to just do the full girls card first by itself and then move into the men? Is that what you want to do?
Ladies first.
Okay. Perfect. Let's do that then. All right. I'm going to start from the bottom up on your fight pick sheet. So everybody, if you're in the Boxing Champs group and you're watching this now, we are going off the fights off that list. So if you're looking at the women's card, I'm going to be going from the bottom up. Cool. So the first one is Chantel Cameron, 20-1, 8 KOs versus Jessica Kamara, 14-4-1 with 3 KOs. This is 10 rounds for the interim WBC junior welterweight title. Josh, start us off here. What do you think on this bout?
So I think this is actually a pretty decent matchup, actually. I know both of the fighters there. Chantel Cameron, her only loss is coming to Katie Taylor. Kamara, she's lost 4 times, as mentioned there, but I followed her for a good bit, and the thing that stood out for me in a title shot against Kelly Reese, shout out to Kelly Reese, I thought that Kamara edged it. It was a very close fight, but ultimately it went to Kelly Reese, so no shame there. It could have gone either way. But Jessica Kamara, she's been on her game and really dialed in. That being said, I think that Chantel Cameron, she has pretty good size there for the weight, and she was the first to beat Katie Taylor. She lost that second fight, of course, as we know, but that being said, I think she's still on top of her game. Likely she'll come through in this one. So I am picking Chantel Cameron via decision, but I expect Jessica Kamara to put up a good fight because she is solid and she does have some good competition on her resume, and she has fought for a world title. So expecting something good, but Chantel Cameron, I'm going with a unanimous decision.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, this is going to be my only fight that I pick a stoppage for during the girls' fights. So I'm taking Cameron by KO 9.
All right. Cameron KO9. Skywalker, what you got on this fight?
I'm going to go with Chantel Cameron by split decision in a close fight. I believe, she showed that she's been up there with Katie Taylor, so she's at that skill set. Even in the rematch, it was a close fight.
That's true. Good point.
Yeah, so you're talking about women greatness. Chantel Cameron's right at that level. So yeah, split decision.
Cool.
Yeah, Chantel. I mean, when she beat Katie Taylor in Ireland, that was actually supposed to be Amanda Serrano, but it was supposed to be the rematch. But
that's right. Yes, that's right. Mm-hmm.
She shocked the world. But I got her in a split decision, winning on Friday tomorrow.
Okay, and I'm gonna complete I was about to say something really pause-worthy. I'm gonna complete the trifecta instead of something else I was about to say. I was about to say a 5.
Oh,
no. Whoa. Wait a second now. Pause on that. I'm going to complete the 5 picks here. I'm going with Cameron. Majority decision, as Josh said, and as Skywalker said, the way that she put up a fight against Katie Taylor was just enough to convince me that she should be able to take care of Kamara by majority decision.
And she stopped Jessica McCaskill was really good and was on her doing really good on the rise, and she kind of put a halt to that. You know what I mean? So,
stylistically, I would say McCaskill, she had a very raw style that wasn't necessarily the skill set in that way from a technical standpoint, but she threw a lot of punches, come forward, charge in there. Kamara, she could actually box. She has a good skill set and technique on her side, but still same things apply though.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Next fight up, Chernika Johnson, 17-2, 7 KOs versus Sharetta Metcalf, 14-4-1 with 2 KOs. This is 10 rounds as well for all the gold, the IBF, the WBA, the WBC, and the WBO bantamweight titles. So we'll swing it back around the horn. Clubber D, we'll start with you. Who you got in this one?
I'm going with Metcalf by split decision.
Okay. So Skywalker? No insight. That's okay. It doesn't have to be for Elvin.
There's a lot of fights.
There's a lot of fights.
I got a question for everybody. Has chicken ever been stopped before? No.
I can look it up.
Of course. Yeah, she's been stopped before.
She has?
Do you know?
I don't.
Let me look.
I definitely recall looking at the record. She's been stopped.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sugar Neeks is a come forward, aggressive. She's an aggressive fighter, and she's pretty tough. I've seen her fight through a nasty ass cut, but I've also seen her get beat by an older lady too. You know what I'm saying?
Older lady. Sounds funny.
Well, yes, she lost to
lost to that cougar. She lost to
Ebony Bridges. Or
with them grits
no,
on them.
Shannon
no. She lost to Shannon O'Connor. Shotgun.
Shanae O'Connor?
No, she lost.
O'Connor.
It's an old lady.
Back in 2021.
Rest in peace. Thank you. Rest in peace.
She is.
No, Shannon O'Connor. She's the. Yeah.
I can't find if she's been stopped or not.
No,
I apologize.
I don't think she's been stopped. Serretta Metcalf. No, I don't think
Shannon's like 40 or something.
She has lost.
All right.
Well, Neeks by I got Sugar Neeks by split decision.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yayo.
I got Johnson by split decision.
All right, Josh.
Though I will say this, I follow Chernika Johnson on Instagram. That she puts in that work, holding it down out there. Yeah, Australia, what it is, right? But that being said, man, I thought that she lost that first fight to Nina Hughes, but she came back, redeemed herself, and she won the first fight as well on the cards. It was a majority decision, but I thought Nina Hughes did the better of the work just from my vantage point, but I wasn't scoring it. But she righted the ship in a more definitive way this last time out. And I think I do like her stylistically and all that stuff, but I feel like Metcalf, she's long, lanky, she can box. She's probably going to be working behind that jab, so I'm going split decision. Metcalf, shout out to In the Ring with Christine. I know who works with her there as far as training, all that good stuff. She might be her manager or something of that nature as well. So I'm going with Metcalf. Hopefully it's a good fight, and it should be stylistically speaking.
All right, you're the only one going with Metcalf. So the outlier here, I am going to go with Johnson in a majority decision here. So no insight. I like that, no insight. All right, moving on to the next bout. Josh, we're coming right back to you. Savannah Marshall, 13-1, 10 KOs versus Shadasia Green, 15-1. I like that name. That's a badass name. 15-1 with 11 KOs, 10 rounds for the Ring, IBF, and WBO super middleweight titles. Who you got in this one?
Hey, you know what? I should have wore my Savannah Marshall hoodie. It's downstairs. I didn't put it on. If I'd have known, I would have put that on because I'm rocking with Savannah Marshall, no doubt. I think that she has the power. She has the length. Green, I think some of it was kind of smoke and mirrors as far as that start in the competition she was going to get and getting some of those stoppages that she's got. But I think Franchon Cruz showed that there are some levels for sure. And I think that Savannah Marshall is a level above Now, Green has redeemed herself since that loss to Franchon Cruz, but I don't know if she's done enough to be able to overcome Marshall. If she does, I will be surprised. I will say I will be surprised. So I got Savannah Marshall via unanimous decision.
All right, cool. Yayo, what you got?
Hey man, I'm pretty sure it's Shadesha. Some reason y'all be over pronouncing the vowels. Y'all be adding.
What did I say?
Vowels.
What did I say? Shadasia?
Shadasia.
I say Shadasia. Well, I mean, I gave it a little Puerto Rican flair. What you want from me?
I wasn't being in a hurry to roll their R's around this.
Oh, that's a beautiful name.
Yeah.
Shots fired in this
No, man, listen, man. I'm with Josh on this one. I just think there are definitely levels, and I believe Savannah Marshall she has some incredible experience, and I think I got her by split decision. Like I said, I'm not picking anybody else by stoppage because I get burned there. So I'm taking Marshall for split decision.
All right, before we move on to Skywalker, we got to give a shout out to our brother, the one who runs the whole Boxing Picks group, does an amazing job every week, keeping scoring, making sure our fights are put in, hitting us up when we forget. I mean, come on, champ, you put in so much work. We appreciate you. That Yale men's work.
I was early.
I was early this time.
Me too for a change.
So if anybody actually wants to get in this group, let any of us know. You're watching us on one of these channels, so please let us know. It is a Boxing Picks group. It's very easy. You don't have to be a boxing expert. It's just picking the fights. It's to have fun. It's free, and you can win some money. So hit us up to get in Champ Ross's Boxing Picks fight group. All right, holla, champ. Thank you for tuning in, brother. Picasso, let me catch up on some comments. My opinion on Spence is he's a body snatcher style, but he needs to be quick on the jabs and build up to the attacks on the body. Follows that up with, I know a guy that gets hit in the face a lot, but he knows how to set up a vicious attack to the body, and he did it to me when we were playing around in the gym. Pause. Wowzers. Wow, brother. I don't know you want to say that out loud, my friend.
Over there.
Oh, come on now. Come on.
You be doing that jiu-jitsu.
What type of gym is that? That's the same one.
So we can stay away from that gym. What's the name of that gym to stay away from?
The oyster.
They all got jokes.
Hey, it's like Diddy ran down on a dude at the gym.
He tapped out by the Punisher.
The Punisher.
Yo, did you see his outfit, fam? It looked like he was wearing that joint that the dude Machine wore on the movie 8mm.
Bro,
I didn't see any of the videos. I haven't seen any of the videos.
They really be doing that.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to go now and watch the videos. Now, I damn it.
Wow.
I have to watch the videos. Yeah, please post the link, champ. We appreciate it, so everybody can join that if they want to. All right, cool. I don't know what. Okay, I mean, we're just messing around with you, anyways, Picasso. It's okay. No, it was just the way you may just want to word things a little differently, you know. And if y'all want, check the link. It's in the chat there on YouTube. I'm not sure which one champ is watching on. I'm assuming Skywalker. So, all right, cool. All right, let's keep it moving. Skywalker, what is your prediction on Shadasia? Right? Isn't that what it is? All right. I still think it's a badass name, whether you pronounce it that way or the other way. Shadasia Green versus Savannah Marshall. What you got?
I agree with Josh. Shadasia Green's got a lot of power, but I think she lacks in the skill department a little bit. Cruz DAZN kind of exposed that. I think that Savannah Marshall, with her amateur pedigree and her experience, her resume, I think she's going to get the job done. I'm going to go Marshall decision.
Nice.
Okay. All right, Clever D.
Well, Savannah Marshall and Carissa Shields probably put on one of the best fights that year when they fought.
Oh, yeah, certainly.
When they sold out that arena overseas. She's a great fighter. And like you said, Josh and Poppy and Skywalker, she's better on just about almost every level. I think she'll be able to neutralize the power of Shadesha. However, in our group chat, I'm going with the upset. Shadesha by split decision.
Ooh,
Go knockout.
okay, well there you go.
I think she's gonna knock it down to the point. It's,
if I went Shadesha, it would be by KO because she got that power, bro.
She got that power, but
I think that power might be a little bit overrated because Savannah Marshall, she can get stoppages as well. If you look at her record and the amount of stoppages she has, and she has an awkward style. She trained with Huey Fury, I know, but maybe John Fury, maybe there's some involvement there. And she knows how to use that jab, and she'll have that shoulder there, throw that jab.
She's longer than her too, so
she got that gypsy style.
Oh yeah,
heavy on the egg weights.
And she's just like in general, as you mentioned when you were talking at the beginning, Josh, she's just very stocky as well. Marshall is. So Andrew G says easy work. Marshall. Champ Ross says Green fights like 3 minutes round fighter, not enough activity for 2 minutes. Does she fight? She fights like. Yeah. I got you now. Sorry,
she's not.
Sorry, you need an S on there.
You got that active.
You need an S on there.
She's looking at drop a bomb on you.
She's like a French. She's like a female Francois Bosa.
Okay, Got it. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna go with Savannah Marshall here. I do, no matter how badass I think Shadesha's name is, what it is. I've only heard of Savannah Marshall being really just dominant in it. So okay, all right. Well, I believe you. All right, I'm going with. I'm not getting in trouble. Savannah Marshall by split decision. Let's keep it moving. All right, Ellie Scottney versus Yamalith Mercado. Ellie Scottney is undefeated, 10-0, 0 KOs. Mercado 24-3 with 5 KOs. Coming to you. This is 10 rounds for the Ring, IBF, WBC, and WBO. Jeez Louise. All these belts are on the line on this card. Junior featherweight titles. Go ahead.
I don't see that on the list. Oh yeah, I got Scottney by majority decision.
All right, cool. Skywalker.
Ellie Scottney by decision.
All right. Yayo.
Scottney majority decision.
All right. Josh, I hope you give me some analysis because one of y'all recommended this fight, and I'm gonna look real stupid.
Yeah, I did. Now, Mikado is very solid. I'm trying to remember if she's the one who beat Ramallah Ali last time she was out. I believe that might have been the case. But that being said, Ellie Scottney, she doesn't have power. I believe she doesn't have any knockouts in her victories, but she is a world champion. Now, she can box fairly well, so she has a good bit of everything except for that pop, that punch, I think Mercado will put up a fight, but I do think that Scottney will ultimately win the decision as well. And I would think it's probably going to be more on the unanimous side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 10-0, like you said, Josh, with no KOs. What that tells me, if I'm just not even if I didn't know boxing, just looking at the record, that tells me she's an excellent fighter at staying away from getting hit and knowing how to box and score points in order to get the decision every time out, because she's probably a little lightweight on the actual power. Now, I don't know that to be the case, but she has 0 KOs in 10 wins, so I'm just putting logic together. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. We're going to come right back to you, Josh, on this one. Alicia Baumgardner, 15-1, 7 KOs versus Jennifer Miranda, undefeated, 12-0, but with 1 KO, so another kind of lightweight good fighter. 10 rounds for, again, the IBF, the IBO, the WBA, the WBC, the WBO junior lightweight titles. Josh, who you got in this?
Oh, yeah, and this is one where I don't know Miranda. I remember when I saw the name. I don't think I've seen her, but, of course, I do know what Alicia Baumgardner brings to the table. In my pick, I went with Baumgardner via decision. I'll go split decision, but that being said, Alicia, we know that she can get it done and stop things early, given the right situation. But it'll be interesting to see what Miranda brings to the table. But I got Baumgardner split decision.
All right. Yayo.
Yeah, man. I feel like I ain't never been the same since I heard that shit that AV said about that whole situation.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But I think it's a little bit too soon for her to be going there and getting knockouts, after the situations and stuff like that. So I feel like she's just going to go in there and just to get some work. I would probably take her by. I mean, if it was real world, I'd say unanimous decision. But for the boxing league, I'm taking her by split decision.
All right. Yes, because in the boxing league, which I found out after weeks of just doing unanimous decision, he's like, Champ was like, yeah, you can, just majority. I was like, yeah, but then why wouldn't you have another one, extra bonus for unanimous in case it wasn't? I don't know. It was funny.
It's more common.
All right. It's more common. All right. This card might be 4 to 5 hours. If it all goes to decisions, y'all be ready to see some cheeks. See some cheeks and get some cheeks. I mean, maybe you want to invite some cheeks over and tell her, hey, let's watch some women's boxing. Maybe she'll like you more for that. That's like an aphrodisiac. Picasso says Alicia popped before. Andrew G says snack. I don't know if you're referring to some one of the ladies on this card or
snack. It's Haney and Crawford and all them. Victor Conti.
I'm just messing around.
I thought he was okay.
Rodolfo says, are any of the women's fights going to be 3 minutes? Does anyone know?
No.
3 minute rounds? Nope. Okay. And also, Rodolfo says,
Katie wouldn't agree to that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think we talked about that before last time, and they didn't agree to it.
That.
I mean, this is crazy, although so far, looking at all these fights we talked about, the main fight, all of the fights below it, they are all going with at least 3 belts each for the top 5 fights. Yeah. And the top 2 have 5 belts each. So you're looking at almost 20 plus belts being defended on this card. That's crazy.
Agreed.
All right, Skywalker.
And what I do want to just say, I think it's a shame that it took Jake Paul to make something like this happen. Now, I will say that I did see a good while back. I can't remember if this was 2 years ago or what, but Lou DiBella, he was talking about doing a women's tournament, and he said he just needed, I believe, $1 million, $1 billion or $2 million, something of that to him. But that being said, it's a shame that we couldn't have gotten here with a promoter who is even more seasoned in the game. But respect to Jake Paul for coming in, finding where there's a gap, and doing what he does.
Well, Jose with an apropos question. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Jose with an apropos question here. And I don't know if he means in an actual fight, but in terms of actual, as a promoter, we all know Bob Arum is a legendary promoter, right? We all know he's one of the best ever. But Jake Paul has accomplished a lot in his first few years, a hell of a lot. Could we see him having a legacy such as Bob Arum if he were to continue to do this, the rest of his life as successfully as he has so far? No, Cumberdy, you don't think so?
Fight a Muhammad Ali, fight a Mayweather. No, it's not happening. You're not going to find those.
Man, hell no.
Not even close. Like,
where's the puppet? Man, okay, I need the puppet.
We got to stop saying that dude's name amongst real, legit boxing.
Yeah,
like he don't belong. He doesn't belong in the. Like his name shouldn't even be mentioned around legends like Bob Arum. And if you want to say my man is like the WWE style entertainment king, because he is putting the cheeks in the seats. So you got to give him his credit for selling these arenas out, but he's selling it out in a weird way. It's off. It's awkward. The energy's wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how are you the host of every event and everywhere you go, and all everybody does is boo you?
Yes.
You don't belong in the conversation. But, however, unfortunately, you got to get Mickey Ficky some credit, man, because he is putting the women on, and he's doing. And this is a black eye for boxing. Like, they making this feel like a participation awards fight. Like, how is there 20 belts on the line in the first 3 or 4 fights? How? Like, where has that ever happened before? That's like those
it's
are
showing that the issue with the issue in women's boxing is finally getting on a level where it's getting more competitive. It's kind of like women's college basketball. No one cared until it was like the Elite Eight, but now there's some teams better. There's better schools, so it's like, okay, maybe I'll watch the Sweet 16 and things like that. So they're finally trying to get more girls off their butts in the box, So I see the good in Jake Paul, what he's trying, but he's doing it, like you said, in a villain role where people are just tuning in to see him lose, but he's still showcasing, like Tyson would showcase Christy Martin or something like that. So
He's setting up nursing home scraps.
Yeah, pretty much.
But hey, well, I will say, that Jake Paul Bob Arum question from a promotional standpoint is like apples to oranges. Bob Arum, legend in the game, has done some of the biggest cards, period, and is still one of the top promoters. But what I will say is Jake Paul, he seems to do it right in terms of getting these cards together. And I think some of that he works with another guy. I can't think of his name. So it's not just him by himself. And he does have a means for which he can carve a path as one who pushed women's boxing to a level that's even higher than it had been previously if he keeps this up, because getting them on the likes of a Netflix where all it takes is a subscription. I don't know what the cheapest one is, maybe like $10 or something like that. I think that is a game changer in some sense, and that helps put more eyes on them so people can see, okay, we do have these elite women out here doing their thing in the sport.
And that Netflix thing didn't work out too well when they were streaming. It shut down a whole bunch. And I'm gonna tell you what that one dude and Mr. Bob Arum got in common. They both pirates. They stole it. Jake Paul stole boxing from the real boxing fans, and Bob Arum stole Top Rank from Muhammad Ali. I'm gonna set the record straight. Most of y'all who was watching Ali fight when he was growing up didn't like him because he didn't go to Vietnam. So I'm gonna keep it real all the time.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, he became more popular in the aftermath of his career, especially after that 96 Olympics. I think it was Atlanta when he lit the torch right there. People hadn't seen him in a good long time. I think it was 96, right?
96.
Yeah. So, yeah, that is true. But he was sort of a villainized individual when he was competing there for sure. But he put on a hell of a fight on a number of
and then you see the corny stuff where they try to make Nico Ali like, oh, they keep saying Muhammad Ali's name as a familiarization. He need to go join. Right. He need to go join the old boy with them.
That's Nico Walsh.
Nico Ali Walsh.
Yeah.
All right.
Nico
Clout
Walsh.
chasing. Seems like a lot of people from from Top Rank do a lot of clout chasing.
Yeah,
you're never going to hear a disagreement from me on the type of person that Jake Paul is. And yes, I agree with you all. He's should never be mentioned with legends, but we do have to give respect for what he has done so far for the women. At least.
Sure.
So thank you, Great Fox. Yes, he has. And then Champ Ross says only girls missing from this card, Shields and Fundora. Hopefully they can jump on the next one. All right, Skywalker, let us not bore you over there. Come back and give us your fight picks since you're about to fall asleep on the couch.
I was waiting, man.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
This girl from Spain, I don't know any of her opponents. I was checking on her box rec, and Bumgarner's been tested. Yeah, she had a real good fight against Mayer. If you guys remember, that was a great female fight. But yeah, I got Bumgarner by stoppage. Actually, I think she's gonna use those muscles and get a stoppage. I'd say round 7.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Clubber D.
Skywalker, how dare you? I got Bumgarner round 6. One up you.
Oh, another stoppage. There you go. All right. Well, I did not know the girl either, Skywalker, who Miranda was, so I only know Bumgarner, and I just went off the fact of how well I know how good of a fighter I know she is. But I did see the undefeated record of the other girl, so I figured she would 38.
She's 38 years old. The other girl. So.
Oh, I did not. I didn't know that. That's a little. Yeah, she might get knocked out then. I don't know, because Bumgarner only has 7 KOs, so it's only half the time that she knocks somebody out. Miranda, by the way, she looks like more of a pace herself, stay away fighter too. So I'm going to go majority decision Bumgarner, but y'all almost got me to go KO because I started thinking stoppage. But I'll go majority.
Yes, I seen Bumgarner make a girl get stuck in time. I think it was it Harper when she fought? When she hit her, she just
Terry Harper.
got stuck.
And I like Terry.
Homie got he got the Bumgarner dancing videos on loop. Make a boomerang out the
Ball Brothers and Dana White learned how to be the villain from the Mayweather gym.
Dana White's a good promoter too. On
the UFC side,
very good promoter. I like what he's doing Canelo card too. He's letting Canelo and Crawford do all the talking instead of some of these boxers like Eddie Hearn do all the talking at press conferences.
Man, all them dudes are just real good at running plantations.
Yeah, pretty much. We had Al Heyman, but Al Heyman don't want to be in the spotlight. So Don
He's
King
a
is the
mystery
GOAT.
man.
He was the one for us.
Yayo always bringing us back down to earth for sure. All right, let's move into the main event of Friday night. Is Alicia still trying to fight Clarissa?
No,
Does anyone know?
No. Wait.
The weight difference is pretty dramatic, and now with Clarissa at heavyweight, definitely not going to happen.
We'll come to a certain weight, and Alicia said, "Nope, not going to happen."
And she got Papoose as a ghostwriter if she needed. She a boy. Fire up.
That's crazy word. All right, cool. Let's move it into the main event of the weekend. The number 3 fight, the trilogy of these main event ladies. This has been such a good trilogy. I have loved every single minute of it. First of all, you know I'm not going to go away from my girl. I don't care. I'm going to be biased all the time with my girl. Wepa, wepa, wepa de Boricua. Amanda Serrano, baby, even though I can't roll the R's on her name. 47-3-1 with 31 KOs versus Katie Taylor. 24-1, 6 KOs for the IBF, IBO, WBA, WBC, WBO Junior Welterweight Championships of the World. Clubber D, we are starting with you. Who do you have in this huge?
The first fight, I had Amanda. Split decision loss. Second fight, I had Amanda. I don't know. Was it split decision? She just lost. I think it was just straight up unanimous decision.
I don't remember.
But there was a lot of headbutting and a big cut kind of calls.
It was a decision. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was a split decision.
I'm gonna stick with my guns on this one. I just hope she doesn't gas early. Manny Serrano, split decision win.
Let's go. All right. Amanda Serrano, split decision. Skywalker, who you got?
If the fight can stay clean, credit to both these women. They're equal, as far as skill. It's one of the best matchups ever made in women's boxing. And shout out to both of them. But I'm going to go for Amanda Serrano on this one by majority decision.
Amanda Serrano. All right. Yayo. I wanted to see if I could get the image up, but I don't know. Go ahead, Yayo.
Yeah, man. I didn't enjoy every single moment of that of the fight. If we being honest, man, this beluga whale forehead having girl, all she did was headbutt, bro. Like, yeah. So you know what? I gotta tell Champ Ross to switch it up, man. It just came to me. I think the fight is gonna be stopped. From Amanda Serrano is gonna have a cut so big on her, she's not gonna be able to continue. I'm going with a technical majority draw.
Serrano, she gonna rub that Salzone.
Yeah, I'm saying the fight's gonna be stopped early. It's gonna go to the cards because until she ain't never learn how to do nothing else but run her head into people. And if you're asking me, she should have about 4 losses. She lost to Serrano both times. She lost it. They be just robbing people, bro. Like for what? You know what I'm saying? Amanda Serrano, if you compare her record to Katie Taylor's record, they have done some legendary stuff for women's boxing. When you start talking about Olympians and the first ones to win 3 or 4 different weight classes. So I just feel like Serrano's legacy has been tainted because of the fights with beluga whale forehead having ass girl, Katie Taylor, and I think it's going to get stopped early and be a draw.
Okay, is it me or is there an echo?
Get a little feedback.
Yeah, you're getting some feedback there, bro. It was like a second you talking. Okay, it might be. Yeah, check your mic. Beluga whale got you. Oh man! All right, Josh, who you got on this one?
Hey, so I thought that Katie Taylor edged it out in that first fight. Damn good fight. Second fight, I thought Amanda Serrano got it by hair. This third fight, I got Amanda Serrano via stoppage, 7th round. I feel like Amanda Serrano had her right there on the cusp in the first fight. Second fight, we didn't really see it as much. I feel like she's going to get the job done this time around. And we'll see how that wear and tear has affected either of them, really, or both of them. But I'm going to be the outlier because and I think this is what I said to Chad Ross as well. 7th round stoppage, Amanda Serrano.
All right, 7th round stoppage, Amanda Serrano. I will now take that off, and so I can give my pick real quick. Look, when you're looking at Serrano and Taylor, they are going to put up an amazing battle that is going to, in my eyes at least, as we've seen in the first 2 fights, I come down to the end. I thought that Serrano could have got her out of there both fights at some points in those fights, but I just see how tough Taylor is and just how much she's not going to give up and how much she can take punishment-wise without giving in and without getting knocked out. So as much as I love my girl Amanda and as much as I am going to still pick her to win, no doubt about it. Don't think I'm picking Taylor because I'm not. Don't get it twisted. But I'm going with Serrano by split decision. I think it will come down to the grind. It will come down to those last few championship rounds, as they call them. Cool? All right, so y'all go make sure you put that in your fan duels. Champ Ross says, I hope Serrano wins it. Picasso says 3rd time's a charm. So there you go. Another one for Serrano.
Yeah.
So there you go. Hopefully so. What's that?
Serrano gonna need a safety helmet in that fight.
I mean, look, we saw how big that and nasty that cut was last time. After the headbutt, so there's no doubt about that whatsoever.
All she got to do is rub some mofongo up top of her forehead. Make sure she got that plantano strong, and put that up in there and pow, take anything.
All right, so Skywalker, I know you got to be out of here soon, so I'm going to try. 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to skip a couple of these fights then.
Just get his picks straight up.
Yeah. When I leave, you can just ask me through, and I'll
just ask you the rest of them.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, let's go ahead really quick. If this Morel Kaitiev fight is going to happen, who are your picks for this fight? Just really quick around the horn. Josh, start with you.
I got Morel via split decision.
All right, Skywalker.
I got Morel, KO round 8.
All right. Clubber
Morel, 7th round KO. Got you again, Skywalker.
All right. Yayo.
Morel, I'm taking him by majority of the decision. He's going to need to go to the hospital. Obviously, the dude's strong. He's been cheating. He's been cheating. And Morel can take. I think Morel will be able to take them punches because he took them from David Benavidez. But he gonna have a headache at the end of that, bro. All right.
Yeah, I'm giving it to you as pause. Wow, I'm gonna. Wow, serious. I'm going to agree with you. Don't laugh at me. Don't make me laugh.
Hey, bro, he got that invitation from Diddy. They got the wax on it and it's sealed and stamped for the next Diddy party. The first one out, he got VIP.
Omar gonna show up in a Goya suit, boy. I tell you,
he gonna be in the next Madea play.
Holy moly!
Oh my God! All right, Morel. These two are heavy hitters, yo. They're gonna lay it on each other. Paul, damn it, not again! Why is this happening to me? Morel KO. All right, just whatever. Morel KO. I don't even care what round. Let's keep it moving. Moving on to a next fight. Another Boricua. We got 2 more on the card here. I'm about to cry. Alberto Puello, 24-0. Oh wait, did I not get somebody's pick? My bad, yo. Did I not get your pick? I apologize.
Yeah,
I got his pick. Okay, cool. All right, I thought I forgot it. Okay, cool. So Alberto Puello, 24-0, undefeated, 10 KOs versus the Boricua Subril Matias, 22-2, 22 KOs. All of his wins by knockout. 12 rounds for the WBC junior welterweight title. Yayo, we coming right back at you.
Yeah, man, this is my favorite fight of the night. If we're gonna be keeping it real, honestly, man, I was super impressed with Pacquiao. I believe he fought one of the Russell brothers, and he put a master class on against a master boxing family. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to give Pacquiao him his dues, man. Honestly, I don't want to pick against the guy, but I'm taking Matias. And I'm taking Matias by. I'm gonna take him KO 10 because I mean it's something different with him. It's something different with him. He got heavy hands and he throws a lot of punches, and it could be too much, and he'll take them too to give them. So I just think Matias is gonna do his thing. But listen, man, I don't want to take credit away from Pacquiao. He's a great fighter, and he could probably get another belt.
All right, Clubber D.
This was for that WBC that they when Haney was in recession, whatever it is. Pacquiao, you know, he's an ex pet offender. He did beat Gary Anton. I got him winning by majority decision. I feel like the Paro fight when Sabril Matias lost kind of exposed him fighting a fighter on that level. And I think Pacquiao would beat Paro, so I'm going to majority decision.
All right, Skywalker.
It's gonna be a good fight. Credit to Pacquiao, he's a good fighter, technical. Subriel just does damage, man. Like his volume. He likes to break down fighters. Goes to the body a lot. I'm gonna go Matias KO 6. I just think it's the return. He's got that momentum. Ever since he lost to Liam Paro, he just had a recent fight. And he got a stoppage in that fight. So I think he's gonna continue his boogeyman. He's the Cocoy, you know. He's the boogeyman of Puerto Rico. So
not to be confused with the coqui, the country's main animal, the frog.
He's a chupacabra.
Boogeyman.
Hey, Josh, and some coquito, the main drink of the island.
You guys seen that video? But I mean, he really, literally has, he has a body on his record, man.
I was at that fight. It was at National Harbor.
Yeah. I was out there too.
Yeah,
I didn't see you, Clover D. You should have hit me up.
I was there for Lomachenko too, and Darrell.
I was out there
for that one.
Hey, look, no, we got to keep it real though. He's a black Puerto Rican, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
he a black Puerto Rican. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it real every time. He's a black Puerto Rican. That's why he ain't get the same love as all the other ones got.
Like Tego Cabrera.
He didn't get that tour like Berlanga got after he lost to Canelo. He didn't get that tour in Puerto Rico like Berlanga.
Afro Latino.
Like Trinidad.
Guess depends who you grew up with. Josh, who you got in that fight? Because I grew up with three of the darker ones, and I was the one that was singled out all the time. Yeah. Josh, what you got?
Hey, I got. Well, I think it's an interesting fight on paper. I do think it's a very interesting fight. But I do think that Pacquiao can account for himself enough defensively to pull off a decision. I'm going to go split decision. Wow. Okay. Pacquiao.
All right, split decision Pacquiao. I'm not going to go against my Puerto Rican brother. He has obviously lost twice, but as was mentioned, 22 wins, 22 KOs. If you're going to stand in there and tell me that you're going to take that kind of heavy punching all fight long and not want to just give up, I just don't believe you. I'm sorry. So I got KO 7 for Matias. Yeah, you can stay out of the way long enough, but if you get caught, you're still going to be hurting.
Now, Matias versus Gary Antoine Russell will be easy.
Stylistically,
Pacquiao fought Russell and will stand everything and win that fight. So that's why I'm leaning towards him.
They could run it back.
All right.
Yeah, I would love it. I would love
run it back.
Unified.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's move it into the co-main event on this card. Josh, we're coming right back at you. Another Boricua here, Edgar Berlanga, the aforementioned. We talked about the press conference. Is that the main event? Oh, Stevenson is the?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we're coming still. Okay, well, never mind.
He's half,
Let me,
he's half Puerto Rican, Shakur. He's half black, half Puerto
Is
Rican.
he?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. He's the Afro Latino. We'll start with that one then. Let's go with Stevenson then. Josh, Shakur Stevenson is 23-0 with 11 KOs, fighting William Zepeda, 33-0, both undefeated fighters here. 27 KOs for Zepeda, 12 rounds for the WBC lightweight title. Who you got, Josh?
They're about to put respect on the name of Shakur Stevenson. I forget what I get to sent to Champ Ross, but I believe it was 8th round stoppage. He's getting it done. No more of this talk. Shakur is getting it done just to shut people up. And even if the ring is small, he's still a defensive enough fighter that if he wanted to sit in there and play around with him, he could. So I got Shakur. 8th round stoppage. It's over.
And just because I have the same exact pick as you and I have nothing to add, I am going with that as well. TKO 8 for Shakur. Skywalker, what you got?
As much as I want to go for La Raza, William Zepeda, I think he's a good fighter, but he didn't really convince me with the Tevin Farmer fight. With the Tevin Farmer fight, he kind of struggled with Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer, credit to him, he's a veteran, but he's a lot older. You would expect, the kind of performance that like Kid Austin recently just had with Tevin Farmer, got him out of there in 1 round.
Dojo.
If Zepeda would have just ran through Tevin Farmer and then maybe beat someone else, and then he's fighting Shakur, I'd be going for Zepeda. I'd be like, man, I think he can do it. Based off of Shakur's last performances, which were a lot of people thought were boring. He was running. I've seen Shakur whoop ass. I've seen him even with Oscar Valdez. That was a good ass fight. He didn't get the stoppage, but he ended up dropping Valdez and messing him up. And he was real aggressive. I kind of feel like that's going to happen in this fight because stylistically, El Camarón is going to come forward and want to fight in the pocket. So I'm going to say Shakur stoppage, man. I'm going to agree, but I'm going to go way later. I'm going to say round 11. Yeah, I think he could take it, bro. Most Mexicans are tough, man.
That is funny.
Take a lot to knock out a Mexican, I'll tell you that.
TKO 11. All right, let's go, Clubby. What you got?
Did it again, Skywalker. I put it like this. They try to test Zepeda with Farmer to see if he can fight somebody similar to Shakur for that lateral movement. And he looked I wasn't a fan of the way he looked. I thought he lost the first fight. But and I see why they didn't want to fight Shakur until now. But I had Shakur round 10 stoppage. One before you again.
1 round, yeah. See,
it's the 3rd fight in a row.
There you go. Poppy, what you got?
It's a setup. Y'all don't see it? It's a setup, bro. It is a setup. For those of you who don't know, the smallest ring that professional fighters could fight in is 16 by 16.
Mm-hmm.
I call them the Telemundo rings. We seen Foster go and fight in the Telemundo ring, and they almost got him. He had a last second stoppage, and he was able to escape out of the dungeon with his belt. They didn't set this boy up. My man's gonna throw 100 punches around if he can catch him. But ultimately, I just think Shakur has better feet. He definitely has better class, but I'm only taking him by majority decision because I think they're setting him up to fail. So they're giving everybody else all the advantages. Like, whenever you ever seen that? Like, oh, this dude got a 45-inch vertical, so we're gonna lower the rim to 8 feet, right? Like, that's what they're doing. So it's bogus, and I'm taking Shakur by majority decision.
All right, Shakur by majority decision. Yeah, they actually there was a picture posted in the group the other day about the shrinking ring idea that was apparently proposed. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. I mean, first of all, how much money would you have to put into a ring to be able to do that? Because the hydraulics would have to move in, and you'd have to do all that.
Bro, did you forget about the first turkey show? Didn't they have a ring? A ring came up out the ground, bro. They built the whole city in 6 months.
Yeah, elephants and shit.
Them Africans built that whole city in 6 months.
Just like the World Cup going to Qatar, same thing.
Let that sink in.
They could. I don't think that's shrinking ring. That's just a gimmick. They couldn't. That's so.
The ring came up out there. You see that 3D show they put on? They not playing.
That was Ngannou Fury, right?
They ain't playing.
Who's the guy?
Well, hey,
What I will say real
Yeah, go
quick
ahead.
is that some of the larger gyms, they usually have one of the larger rings, maybe a 20 by 20. And some will have a smaller ring, some even smaller than 16 by 16, if depending on the size of the overall gym. So I think that Shakur will be prepared either way. But that being said, yeah, it could make a difference, that ring size, in terms of helping Zepeda get to him a little bit quicker or not having to cover as much distance. But an elite defensive fighter, I think, is still going to be all right.
Yeah, we seen
All
Pitbull
right.
get touched up in a small ring, and he was doing what he do.
It's true.
Yeah.
The seen him
All
get
right,
touched up real good.
Well, Skywalker, we know you got to get out of here, so I'm going to put you last on this one because we're going to get your prediction on this and then all your other predictions to get you out of here. So we're going to start with you first, Yayo, on this one. The main event, which I didn't know. If I looked at those records, Stevenson and Zepeda, I'm thinking that's the main event. You got two undefeated fighters that are both well-named fighters. I just assumed that was the main event. So apparently this is, which I'm not mad. He's Puerto Rican, so I can't be mad at that. Edgar Berlanga, 23-1, 18 KOs versus Hamza Shiraz, 21-0, undefeated with 17 KOs. So these two dudes are throwing, just very, very heavy punches that are looking to knock you out very quickly. What you got on this, Yayo?
Much like the rest of the world, we drank the Kool-Aid on Hamza. I really do think that he's a skilled fighter, and his fight with I think it was Austin Emma Williams. Yeah, his fight with Emma really it showed that he had some skills. But then the next guy he fought, it was like he didn't show up, and it was like, what happened? You had some trouble with the weight cut or something like that. So ultimately, I think Hamza he got a big old chink in his armor, and I think it has to do with confidence. And I believe Berlanga is the right guy to find out if he still has his confidence, right? So I'm taking. I think Berlanga gonna get back to his old ways. You know what I'm saying? I know Fat Joe can't walk him out the ring no more because we packed him up. So, but I'm gonna still ride with Berlanga for KO 6.
Hey, well, before we go to Clubber D, I'm just gonna ride your coattails. KO 5, baby. What you got, Clubber D?
I'm opposite. I think Berlanga's doing too much. I think he's last person he fought worked at Jiffy Lube after he left UPS. Shiraz is a taller guy. I like to see him at this nice kind of filled out. I think all these antics that Berlanga's doing against De La Hoya and everybody else, I got Shiraz winning by decision.
Wow. All right. Well, Josh, what you got on this one?
Hey, Ernest, you said that Berlanga's going to get back to what he do. What is he really? He had that little first-round knockout streak against people he was expected to beat. Mm-hmm. They've done some work on him. I will give him that. He hung in there with Canelo at least and put up a decent enough fight or whatnot. But that being said, I'm still not sold. And I think that Hamza Shiraz, even though he's moving up, he's going to feel a lot better at 168. And he's getting the job done. I got Shiraz via stoppage. I'm going to go 9th round.
9th round TKO. Skywalker, what you got?
I got Shiraz by decision. I think I want to, just kind of piggyback off what Ernest was saying, talking about confidence. But I think that there's a thing called overconfidence. And that's what Berlanga's got that over with the fake jewelry, throwing the money. I think all that shit that's going on in his head, he should be focusing on the fight. So I'm going to go Shiraz decision.
All right. And since you're getting out of here, we want to get all the big fight picks from you. So I'm just going to give you the big 4 fights that are coming up, and you go ahead and just give us your thoughts and your picks for each of these fights.
Let's get picks. I gotta get out of here. But
all right, let's go. Manny Pacquiao, Mario Barrios. Who you got?
Got Barrios by decision.
All right. Sebastian Fundora versus Tim Tszyu. Who you got?
I got Fundora, stoppage, 10th round.
All right. Oleksandr Usyk, Daniel Dubois for the heavyweight title. Who you got?
Got Oleksandr Usyk by decision.
Okay. And then finally, you got Jesse Bam Rodriguez versus, I don't want to ruin his name, Fumelele Cafu. Hey, that was actually pretty good.
Cafu, yeah. I don't got Cafu, but I got the pound for pound.
I'll
let you guys talk about if Jesse Bam Rodriguez is the pound for pound top 5 fighter in the world.
Yes, sir.
And he's got amazing skills, and he's gonna stop Cafu in round 7.
All right. Well, good luck with your interview, brother. We appreciate you coming on. Everybody, make sure again you tap in with Skywalker Boxing Media, Skywalker Boxeo. We really appreciate you, our brother.
Cool. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, man. Everybody follow everybody. I'm leaving. My channel's still live, but much love to everybody. Peace.
Yeah, everybody watching on Skywalker Boxing Media, we would love you to stay for the next 15 minutes. We're going to go through these big, huge main events and give our picks. Let's get to some comments real quick. Picasso says tightening up the ring only means we're fighting in a cell. They might as well put some bunk beds in a toilet. That's funny. Jose says 2 rings, 1 larger, 1 small. They go hopping alternating rounds, like some WWE type stuff. Picasso also says if you can't cut off a smaller ring, that's going to speak volumes.
True. That's true.
Yeah. We saw that just last week. It was a little bitty ring, and there was some people who were supposed to win that couldn't cut the ring off.
That's right.
At all. So
yep.
Could happen.
Okay. Well, there you go. And then let's see what else we got here. Okay, cool. Well, now we can go. We got 4. Bounce into this mode. Let me get me back up here. So I got this order going on right. Let's see if I can get this up. And nope, maybe not. I tried. All right, well, I tried. I don't care if my head gets cut off. I just want y'all to be all right. Oh, well, we tried. All right, cool. Let's move it on. We're going to give you these main event picks. So, first of all, let's start with you, Yayo, on this one. Sebastian Fundora versus Tim Tszyu. 12 rounds for Fundora's WBC, WBO junior middleweight titles. This is the 19th, so not this weekend, but the following weekend. Who do you got?
It's Groundhog's Day all over again. I just think Fundora he's too much from the outside. He throws out of punches. He's rangy. I just think that Tim's going to come in. He's going to have his heart in the right place. He's going to, talk that Spartan shit like, I can't remember old boy's name, but he's going to talk that Spartan shit. He's going to be about his business. He's coming in. He got a whole country behind him. But I just think Fundora is a little bit too much for the majority of the fighters in the division with his height and reach and his activity. So I'm taking Fundora by majority decision.
All right. Josh, what you got on this?
So I've long been a fan of Fundora. I think he's cleaned up a good deal here in this sort of latter portion of what's been happening with him career-wise, because he was very much a unicorn, given his size, height-wise at least, and then how he fought previously, which was pretty much on the inside digging in. He didn't care about distance or whatnot, but he has cleaned up things a good deal. I, for one, don't think the Tszyu matchup was a fluke in terms of who won, because I was going with Fundora in the beginning anyway, and I think that he's going to get it done. I got split decision. Sebastian, the Towering Inferno Fundora, and I have a video on my channel, a full animated video of him, because as I mentioned, he's a unicorn, just his look and overall. So.
Wait, is that really his nickname? The Towering Inferno?
Yeah.
That is a sick.
Yeah, he's tall for that weight class.
Yeah, he got a giraffe build.
Yeah.
Your nana's sister.
Yeah, right. He's a beast with it too.
His sister ain't no joke.
Right.
That's great. Cover D, who you got in this?
I'm actually different. I'm going with Tim Tszyu. I'm a big fan of Fundora. Only reason I side eye a little bit is because the Lubin fight, he felt like something was in his gloves. And in a press conference, you usually don't see fighters with their gloves on after the fight. Usually they just take them right off. And he had them. Fundora had his gloves on, in the press conference after the fight. So, or post, whatever it's called. But ever since then, I kind of looked at him sideways. But I know whatever. But I feel like that cut played a factor in the first fight. I think that Tim Tszyu, he looked good knocking out, I forgot the dude's name in Australia, just to get his confidence back. And I think Tim Tszyu is going to win by decision.
All right. Is that split decision, majority decision?
Just majority decision. I don't think it'll be a split, unanimous.
All right. So Tim Tszyu, majority decision. All right, cool. And then I had my picks, but somehow I deleted them on my notes. So let me just go real quick to see what I posted on Champ Ross's. But yeah, so here I'm pretty sure. What did I get? Fundora or
It ain't out yet. It's next week.
oh, duh.
Duh.
Neck like shit. That's a neck. Woo! All right. Well, then, I'm just gonna act like that didn't happen.
So I might as well
And I'm
simply
gonna
change it next week.
I'm going with the Towering Inferno because that's a dope nickname. So Sebastian Findor for me, and that is subject to be changed because I'm going to go actually look at their records and pick somebody different afterwards. I'm not sure. All right, that's funny. I forgot it was a different week. All right, same week, even though I'm the one that said 19th, like a dummy. Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Josh, we'll start with you on this one. 12 rounds for Mario Barrios' WBC welterweight title. Who you got in this matchup?
Now, I have been a bit torn on this one. Of course, prime Pacquiao, no question. It wouldn't even be much of a debate at 140 or 147. That being said, he has been out for a good bit, even though he has done an exhibition or two. And he's 46. Barrios has decent size for the weight. He's fairly durable. Especially showed that against Abel Sanchez. But that being said, I didn't think Abel Sanchez had a chance against Barrios coming into that contest. So that showed me there are some vulnerabilities there. So I'm going to go with Manny Pacquiao split decision because he's probably forgot more than Barrios has ever learned in the sport.
Yeah, no, you're not. You're definitely not wrong about that. Clubber D, who you got in this?
Before, I just think this is a not travesty. It's just this fight shouldn't happen. I saw the exhibition with the kickboxer Manny Pacquiao had, and he looked like what I picked up for my dog earlier. And I feel like Barrios will get him up out of there. I'm gonna go 7th round KO Barrios.
7th round kill for Barrios. Yeah. Again, I was not prepared for these picks, even though I knew we were doing this show. I don't know why I thought this was this week, and I already had the picks out there because they clearly weren't. But again, look, I like Barrios. He puts up some tough fights. I've seen him in a few good fights over the past few years. But I don't know. It just seems to me it doesn't matter how old Pacquiao is. I kind of agree with Josh. Like, he knows so much boxing, and even at his age, it's not like his fitness is not there. He can still, I'm sure, move around. He's still working out every day. Yeah, I just think he's not that old that he can't get the victory. Again, subject to change because I'm going to look into this further. But I got Manny Pacquiao over Mario Barrios based on what I know from both of their pasts. Gray Fox says I got Pacquiao as well. And Jose as well says Pacquiao, 11 stoppage. So there you go. All right, let's move it into the final fight of the evening.
Yo.
Oh, shit. My
Hey,
bad, Bobby.
listen, man. Hey, you almost did right because, to be honest, I don't even thank you, people of the Philippines, for supporting Manny Pacquiao and donating your money to whoever this promoter is. I'm sure they want to thank you too.
Mm-hmm.
Mario Barrios, it seemed like he been a sacrificial lamb anyway. They put him on the plate for Tank. You know what I'm saying? At 140, like, so all this stuff, all this PBC feel stuff, like, this is what that stuff feels like. And it's like, I feel like we got away from that for a while. You know what I'm saying? We've been spoiled with real boxing lately, but I don't know, man. I don't want to pick that fight because I don't believe that Manny should be coming in and cutting the line. There's other 147 pounders that have waited for opportunities for titles. And y'all pass that motherfucker around like a joint, bro. Like, I'm not with it. So I can't, honestly, man, I gotta take, I don't know. What are they trying to do? I gotta go with Barrios, man. Maybe they're trying to pad his record or something. I don't know.
It makes no sense.
I'll take Barrios by somehow.
By somehow.
I thought you really weren't gonna pick like the last time there was one fight you didn't pick, and in the picks I just picked fuck this shit or something like that. Like, you didn't want to pick
Mike versus Jay Paul, man. I can't.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Disrespectful. This is disrespectful.
Okay. Right.
It is.
You're not wrong.
100% is.
All right. Cool. You know what? I almost forgot. Let's go back around the horn real quick before we get to the heavyweight fight. We're going to do that last. Jesse Bam Rodriguez. I'm sure most of you got Bam. I don't expect anything different. Everybody Bam?
Bam.
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 Yep.
Any thoughts on that fight at all? Or actually, just give me your pick so I can write it down. How about that?
Stoppage before 6. That's what I'll say.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm going KO4.
Okay.
I'll go with I can't remember what I put for champ, but I'm gonna go 7th round stoppage, and I do think Bam is pound for pound.
Mm-hmm.
Pound for pound. What?
He's in my top 5.
Top 10 in the world.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Definitely top 10.
All right. Top 10, okay. Top 5.
He might be 5.
Yeah, I gotta look.
All right, hey, here we go. You've been waiting all show. Let's argue it out. What we got?
I'll put him at 5.
I gotta think about it because I got Usyk, Crawford.
Clubber D, what were the reasons? You were about to talk about your reasons before the show. What were you talking about?
Usyk, Crawford.
Just what he's accomplished at his age. And he's moving up. I'm trying to think of my top 5 right now. Monster.
I still put Canelo in front of him, I believe. Yeah,
I can't.
Canelo.
Oh, yeah, y'all bugging, bro.
I can't.
We got Bud Crawford there. We got Inoue. We got Usyk.
As I said, Bud, Monster.
We got Bevo. We got Better Beef. Like, this dude is not top 5.
I can't put Beef. I can't put Better Beef.
Yeah, I don't have him top 5.
You can't kick him out of it. You cannot kick any of those people out to put Bam in.
Well, if 2 people fight that are in the top 5 and one loses, then he's dropping down. This is going to happen.
Then automatic. Canelo got catapulted out of that.
I have Canelo not in my top. He's not even.
Beevil and Canelo fought, didn't they?
Yeah, and that's why I don't like how they have Canelo in the top 10 over Beevil.
Matter of fact, Canelo lost to everybody that was on the pound for pound list higher.
They didn't have Charlo on the pound for pound list when he was undisputed. That's why I can't stand their list. So for me, I'll have in no order: Bud, Monster, Usyk, Beevil, Bam.
Bam over Better Beef?
Yep.
Oh, you wilding?
Yep.
Bro.
Sure will.
Level of competition.
I mean, it wasn't.
In a way, you don't got.
Besides Beevil, who all on that high level did Better BF beat?
Did you forget to put the Monster in there?
Yeah, I said he's in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I said Crawford, Monster, Usyk, Beevil, Bam.
I would put Canelo in front of him still. Bam. So I would put Bam probably at 6. I would have Bam over Better BF as well.
Man, I'm taking David Benavidez for my 5th place. I take Better Beef out and I put him in. I'm taking Benavidez as my 5th spot.
Yeah, I got I would put him at about 6 or 7. I'm trying to think of who I would put him in.
I can't really argue that too much.
Nobody wants to fight Benavidez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Benavidez. Yeah, I think he's got
all them people, all them vowels. They've been running.
They all running from him, right?
Junta Nakatani, he's making his way up there. He could be in that top.
Nakatani.
He ain't gonna be there.
Boots was on his way. Now he's moving up.
Can't nobody from the land of the rising sun. They don't move their head. All of them get cracked because they can't move it because they don't move their head.
Monster got that problem. He has problem. Yeah, he's got that problem. He's been, You
don't get your head off the center line, you going down.
Was it the last joint or the joint before that? And the joint before his last
left
one.
Hook.
Lewis Neary got him.
Lewis Neary, left hook.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of some others in the mix there, but very interesting. It is interesting.
If Haney get back on track, he's back up in there.
I just can't do it, man, because it seems like I remember when Chocolatito when they jumped him up the line. Yeah, you know who did that, right?
Yeah, because they want him to beat the Floyd joint. They want him to get that. I know.
Well, some of those lower weights get ignored a good deal, but he has some good wins there. If you look at Chocolatito's record, he's got some good wins on some of those lower weight fighters.
Now there's a bad boy down there at the minimum weight.
I got him top 10. You're talking about Oscar Collazo. I got him top 10.
That's a bad.
I felt that way for a good bit, so I have him on the back end of that top 10. But I think that he's certainly pound for pound.
Boy.
I was trying to think of who else, but yeah, very interesting discussion. very interesting.
Yeah, one of these shows when we get everybody on, we'll just do everybody have ready their top 5 or top 10 pound for pound, and then we'll just do a comparison.
I used to take heavyweights out of my top 10 back in the day because
I never put him in.
Until Usyk and Fury, I never really liked putting heavyweights in there because Wilder was just knocking people out, but his skill level wasn't the same as someone else at that.
No, that's a legacy move, man. They did that at the end of the career and put them guys in a pound for pound so they can have another accolade on their record, man. That's not cool. Heavyweights don't deserve to be in it. The only heavyweights I would say that would deserve a pound for pound ranking are those who came from lower weights and moved up and still did like Holyfield, Usyk.
I disagree. Heavyweight is the glamour division, no doubt about it. And I think that there are some top caliber heavyweights. When you look at the history of boxing, there have been some top caliber heavyweights, and there have been points, I feel, in boxing where it could be argued that the heavyweight was pound for pound the top guy in the sport at that particular time. It all
they're the money getter.
How far you want to go back and all that stuff. But I do feel that was the case when Ali was in there. I feel that was the case when. Well, I don't want to go too far back, but Joe Louis, for instance, he had a crossover period with different people. But for instance, there was a point where you could argue that Joe Louis was the best boxer in the world there at heavyweight. That being said, there were some other great boxers that were competing there in that period. So I think heavyweights can be there. There's nuances to it there for sure. I will say, but what I do like about Usyk is he beat all of the top cruiserweights in the world. Then he jumped up to heavyweight and beat the guys that were listed as the top guys. Of course, Fury was unanimously, I believe, considered to be number 1. So notch there in that regard. Took out Anthony Joshua, who has one of the better resumes there in the heavyweight division, arguably the best resume in the heavyweight division, despite the losses or whatnot. If you look at his resume, Joshua, man, his resume is top tier. So it's very interesting. But I do think there are a select group of heavyweights who are worthy of that billing.
I thought Derek Chisora had – I think he has fought everybody.
He's got a good resume.
Yeah, I think he has fought everybody.
He just doesn't have enough of the victories against those top guys. But he has a damn good resume.
War Chisora.
Or like Anthony Hamilton.
The beard, cut that shit off, bro. Like, come on, man. Just
patches.
That off. Cut it off. Respectfully.
Look, evaluating the comparisons that y'all both just had, and the juxtaposition of early heavyweight fighting up through the 80s with Mike, even the 90s with Mike Tyson, versus the early 2000s and most recently before Tyson Fury and all of them. You can see and I don't want to say regression because, as you said, Josh, heavyweight has always been the glamour division. It's always what everybody wants to see. It's always what's going to make the most bucks, pay-per-view, if you have big enough names, stuff like that. But at the same time, I see where Clubber D is coming from, because since the Joe Louis to Mike Tyson to so on and so forth, you can see a little bit of a linear regression, a little bit, just in terms of quality of fighters as you've gone on along through the years to where we are now versus those aforementioned fighters that you said before. What do y'all think about that?
It's a little different, I think. Back then, the fight IQ wasn't the same for each weight class. Not wasn't the same. It was just kind of similar in each weight class. And when they got past the Muhammad Ali phase and 80s and 90s and 2000s, I feel like some of the heavyweights, besides a handful, they weren't as how do I put this? As skilled as other weight classes. It wasn't as close. Like, when you got somebody like, just knock people out like a Tyson or whatever like that in the 90s or in the 80s and then in the 90s when he came out, can't compare his skill level to Roy Jones.
Yeah.
It's just...
Or like Hagler and Hearns fighting and stuff like that.
It's apples and oranges. So that's where I don't put him. I used to not put him in there because I see Wilder get in there with Frank, who works at Amazon, and get him up out of there, and he never used a jab. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I kind of
shoot, man. Larry Holmes and George Foreman would have sent Tyson Fury back to the The Boer Farm.
Holmes has probably one of the best jabs ever in boxing.
Eastern Assassin.
All right. How about we start at the beginning? In 1881, John L. Sullivan took Patty Ryan. Now, this was a bare knuckle. No, I'm just playing. We're not gonna go that far.
No, I seen the video. I seen the John Sullivan video. I'm with you. I love it.
I'm trolling. If I could go back to that time, I'd bail Jack Johnson.
Rounds type stuff.
But no, I think there's some good points. Yeah, there is a quality thing, especially here in this current phase we're in. But I do think we're seeing some heavyweights. You know, when you think about the Caballeros, you think about Usyk, you think about Frank Sanchez, you think of there's some other ones out there as well who are probably around 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", comparable with some of the other ones. They might be in that 220 range, who can box pretty well. And I think we just had this phase where, you know, there are a lot of bigger guys there. Tyson Fury listed as 6'9", essentially, and a lot of people saw that. But as John L. Sullivan said, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. You know what I'm saying? I think it's all stylistic because Tyson Fury, you know, he's solid. He has good skills, good footwork for his size and all of that stuff. But I think some people viewed him as sort of this world beater because of his overall size, and he was fairly quick as a heavyweight, not Ali quick or whatnot, but a quick heavyweight, I guess you could say, in some capacity. He got dropped by Steve Cunningham, who came from cruiserweight and moved up to heavyweight. But that was a leaner Tyson Fury, I would say. So the different things tied into it, like the Klitschko's, Vladimir Klitschko, dominant run. The quality, questionable. But dominant run, fundamentally sound, all that stuff. Had a great left hook. So I think the quality, with more options out there, more high-paying options as well, I think that has degraded things a bit. And I do think that heavyweight is the glamour division, but it's had periods here where it hasn't been the top division as far as the competition and the exposure is concerned.
And Europeans got spoiled with that Klitschko era. And let me tell you, if people knew to practice on a soft ring, you know what I'm saying, so they could make sure their legs were strong, it might have been some different results.
Yeah, we needed more Chris Bird.
Yeah, y'all got spoiled with all that. We about to get all them joints back. All we gotta do is go holler at one of our homies that's playing NFL or an NBA. But hey, man, go on ahead, come over here and get this from him real quick. That's all.
Training.
Pretty much.
Yeah, think about a LeBron James.
Play rugby.
Think about a LeBron James dedicated to boxing. You know, if he put that same effort that what LeBron puts into basketball, if he put that into boxing, man, you think that might
Shout out
be
to the Philippines.
A crazy combination right there.
But
the thing about any division, heavyweight division, I'm sorry, dude, we can go on there.
No. I was laughing at Yayo. You're good.
The thing about it, anybody can be touched. Giving a punch is one thing, but taking it is a whole different thing.
That's true.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, no, that's a great conversation. We should probably do that as a mailbag question for another episode. We could go more in depth. But yeah, I think I agree with all points that everybody made. Let's give some shout outs to everybody on Instagram. Sports and Tunes, shout out, says what's good, champs. Clayton Q, my brother Clayton Q, country music star, says what's up. And your girl, Dion, not your girl, but your friend, Sarah Honecker is on Instagram.
SMH, what's going on?
Yes. And then we got here Pacquiao. Oh, we've got some people watching on the not live. We're gonna give you your shout outs anyways, but I do love how you're a little bit behind. Pacquiao with PEDs or no PEDs will wreck Barrios regardless. Morning Wombat, we'll give you the shout out in the future. So we're giving you this is pretty cool. It's like a future shout out you're getting because you won't see this for a few
minutes.
In
Australia. Right? He's in Australia.
I think so. Yeah. I agree with. Oh, maybe the streaming latency between like us and them is maybe he gets in a few minutes late. I don't know.
Them mugs still on. They plugging their internet into their phone.
Oh, come on now! Don't do that to them.
Well, I'm serious, bro.
You got to see a boomerang come through that window.
Serious. When I was in Medellin, Colombia, they had dial-up, bro.
Well, yeah, Colombia, but that's not the same as Australia. Australia is so much
we're talking about the Philippines here.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Australia. My bad.
Oh, yeah, them too.
Philippines, yeah, probably. Philippines, yeah, probably.
Low latency.
Klitschko, no latent, I don't know a great word. Klitschko couldn't fought Wilder, but also Jose says there's an upcoming star from the Philippines, Kenneth Lover. I guess that is.
Kenneth
Lover.
Lover.
Mixed?
I don't know if I've seen him.
Take the L out of Lover. It's over.
But it's pronounced the double L. It's a Yama, like a
Yover.
That's tremendous.
Okay.
All right, cool. We're all getting too tired for this. Let's move into the main event of the evening. No, this is also happening on July 19th, for the heavyweight championship of the world. Let me go ahead and I got a little poster image for this one as well. Oleksandr Usyk versus Daniel Dubois. Oleksandr Usyk's WBC, WBO, and WBA heavyweight titles, and Dubois IBF heavyweight title. So, starting with you on this, Clubber D. That's not a big enough picture as I thought it was going to be, but whatever. How do you feel about this fight? I'm just taking that down.
This fight's tough. I might change my decision, but right now, I love the confidence that Daniel Dubois has and has been the last few fights. I didn't like the lame excuse to not want to fight Parker because they already had this fight lined up, basically. But I actually have Daniel Dubois winning this fight. I have him winning.
Whoa!
Yeah, I have him winning by. I'm gonna go with 8-round knockout. It might change, but I'm going with Dubois.
Oh, it's gonna change.
Wow!
It probably will.
Daniel Dubois with a KO.
I saw a picture. They said I saw a picture of Usyk. That's why I wanted to wait because he looked a lot bigger than usual. The picture they showed of Usyk, and I wonder if he just put on more muscle. Is that going to slow him down? But Dubois is very confident because he got cheated in the first fight. That was a body shot. That was not a low blow.
Okay. No, you're right. It was not a low blow. We saw. Everyone saw it, and it was. That
was a body shot.
Come on now. Come on, buddy. That's a little bit of acting. Not a little bit. A really good acting.
They had them questions the referees and not saying, "Oh, the belt line."
They were in Poland. The war's going on right now. They were so close to the war. I'm telling you, I know what they were doing.
Yeah. Okay. California Thug and shout out. You're still catching up. Here's your future shout out for Team Zepeda. I love it. I love it. That's so good. All right, Josh, who you got in this fight?
Man, compelling fight. Somewhat polarizing given the nature of how it went down that first time as far as that body shot to the belt line that sent Usyk down. And I wonder if the referee would have started counting like and kept going, if Usyk would have gotten up. That's a good question right there, I feel. But he seemed to be pretty hurt by it. But one thing that can't be forgotten is he went on to stop Dubois in that contest.
You did?
Now, Dubois, he's improved a great deal and slowed down a bit from his early days. And I think that the sort of change probably came after Joe Joyce because he was really going for Joe Joyce, trying to get him out of there. Then eventually he ended up going down himself. That being said, the better boxer is no question Usyk. The stronger guy is likely going to be Dubois, but I would put every other attribute in favor of Usyk, personally speaking. And I think that will be the case here, even with this maybe slightly improved Dubois, but improved enough to where he's going to find that shot again. I don't know. I think Usyk, he's good in rematches. I think he's going to do what he needs to do. So I got Usyk. I'll give it unanimous decision this time around as opposed to a stoppage because I think Dubois will pace himself a bit more. I'm going Usyk, unanimous decision. He will be the clear winner.
Yeah, I like that you said that because when you're looking at the record here, or especially for Dubois, 22 wins, 21 by KO, yayo. That's a 95% KO percentage, which means if he's going to win, it's usually going to be because he does find that one shot, as he did land early against Usyk. But as Josh pointed out, Usyk did come back to win, overall probably being the better fighter between the two. But as Josh said as well, Dubois is taller, 2 inches taller, and heavier. So, Yayo, who do you have in this fight?
Man, this is crazy, bro. So I think at this point, you got to put Usyk up there as one of the greatest ever, right? He's earned his way into the spot. I'm not saying he's the best ever. I'm saying he's moved pretty close to it, right? And then
He's a great fighter.
You got Triple D out here who looked like he was trying to squeeze one of them turtle heads out in the photo. You feel me?
I was terrible.
So are we prepared to say Daniel Dubois, the dude who was squeezing the turtle head off, is about to beat one of the people who was considered one of the best ever in the prime of their career? I think Daniel Dubois can do it. He showed us he could do it. And as long as he ain't out here trying to talk trash, because he ain't got no jokes, he ain't got no delivery, you know what I'm saying? As long as he ain't doing that and he just sticks to boxing and they stick to putting their movie script, previews up, that's cool. But I think he's gonna get it done, bro. I think he's gonna go to the body on Usyk early. European fighters don't seem to take it too well to the body, just like a lot of fighters with all them vowels in their name. They don't take it to the body too good because they don't do sit-ups. So I just think he's going to the body on him, and I think it's going to wear on him after a while. And if he's got the stamina, if he leans on him, you know what I'm saying? If he's able to cut the ring off, I think the boys could do it, man. I think left hook to the body. That's the way that the Ukrainians, they try to scoot around to the side. I think left hook to the body. Joshua was successful with it. Other fighters have been successful with it on him, and I think that's how he gets it done. Liver shot, sit him down.
TKO what?
I'm going. It can't. If it go past 7, Usyk gonna go to work on him. So if it happens, you know what? I go KO. I go KO 8.
Okay, wait. All right, cool. Wow. Yeah. I mean, you just changed my mind. Yayo, I was going with Oleksandr Usyk on this. But man, the way that after I talked about his knockout percentage and after we saw the way that he was able to land that one shot on him last time, Usyk is only older now. Yeah, he's still a great fighter. He's still undefeated. He's still, not many Ukrainians are swift on the feet per se, but he can still move for a 38-year-old man. But yeah, no, I think the younger fighter, I just have a feeling he's just going to maybe catch him in a certain round and just, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go a KO or a TKO as well for Dubois. I'm not sure what round, but yeah, you changed my mind. Good job. Yeah. Well, there you go. All right. Well, there you go, y'all. Let's catch up on some comments here. I think Oleksandr Usyk is obviously, as you mentioned, one of the best ever, and he still hasn't been beaten. So it's not like we should be taking anything away from him, to be completely honest. But
this is the tragedy, bro. This is the changeover of the heavyweight division. It cannot be stationed in Europe. It just don't belong there. It don't fit there. It's corny. Nobody want to hear Sweet Caroline no more. That shit is corny.
Well, it's gonna still be there.
Well, it'll be the case if Dubois wins.
Yeah, it's still in England.
Who will take him out?
Caballero.
Oh yeah,
it's going to Germany then.
Or if you give Bacoli enough time to train,
he's repping Scotland.
Bacoli,
Scotland, Kamala.
We'll see what Jared Anderson can do if he can rebound.
Oh Lord. I hope so with him, but he's not. I don't think his head's in the game for boxing. Like he was supposed to fight Big Baby, like it's Big Baby versus Big Baby, but I guess that might not happen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, thank you everybody that tuned in today. We really appreciate it. 2 hours on that stream. We hope y'all enjoyed all of the boxing news, fights, and picks. Please, again, make sure that you tap in with everybody on this stream. At the bottom, there's a little banner going out. You can see everybody's YouTube channels there, except Poppy. He's on IG. So if you want to catch him, you catch him on IG. But you catch everybody else on YouTube. Ball and Buds, Clubber D, 86 Boxing, Skywalker, Boxing Media. Please support all these channels. Everybody puts out a lot of good content, spends a lot of time putting out that content. So please support us. Hit that like button, whether you're watching on the live or some of y'all on backup, I see coming in with comments now, or on the replay. It helps us. It's invaluable to us. It is free to you. So please hit us up with that. And as well, again, check us out here. We'll probably be back here in the next month or so with another show. We just wanted to give you all the big fights a little bit early. So everybody go around the horn with some final thoughts for the evening. Yayo, start us off.
Man, Papa John Trump, man, if I see you up in here again,
Right.
you gonna get boy.
Right.
Oh, you got to see you come up in here again.
You'll get it. Go get it.
I'm gonna get him. Nah, I'm just playing. Hey, look,
Can
y'all,
you please?
man.
Can you please do it again? I need it again. I need it one more time before we go.
Oh, he done lost his helmet.
That makes me pop every time, man.
He gonna get you.
Oh, man.
No, but
Papa
seriously
John.
though, y'all. Hey, look, man.
Wow.
You know, we talk our boxing, stuff up here. We talk our support for athletes up here. We crack jokes and things like that. But on a serious note, though, listen, man. There's been a lot of devastation with storms and things like that. You know, I would just urge people to, you know, if you can support people in places where it's flooding at and stuff like that, do what you can for people. And if you know about some storm that's getting ready to happen, make sure you go and reach out to your people to let them know, because not everybody pays attention to the news. Not everybody's getting alerts. So, you know, that's what I got to say about that. Because right now, you know, I think that's more important than anything is, you know, making sure we find bodies and put them to rest like they deserve. So that's my saying for that.
Very poignant, very well said. Rest in peace to everyone that lost their lives, especially all the young children in Texas. That's horrible for anyone to pass away, but especially young children. Josh, what you got for us? Finish this off.
Ditto that same thing. Ditto the same there, you know, thoughts with everyone in that regard. Also, I want to say that Muhammad Ali is still the GOAT at heavyweight, baby. Ali, Boomaye, Ali, Boomaye. Outside of that, check out the channel. My latest video is on Ed Benny. You'll learn a little bit about him, though there's not a ton of information out there on him, but check it out.
There you go. All right, Clubber D, what you got for the crew?
Hey, if you guys survived this long, or if you're watching on the playback or whatever, I appreciate you guys watching. Check us all out. If you do the the quad factor or the 5 factor, whatever it is, just add all of us. Give us all a like, you know. Check us all out.
And don't forget this guy popping back in after the interview.
Man, I fucked up my interview, bro. I was just going back. I was looking at it, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be promoting a stream on Millions, you know, and about a fight. Man, the first thing I'm telling this kid is like, oh, yeah, you should check out Christy Martin's documentary. You know, she gets shot by her husband. I'm just going back, like, you know, thinking we're gonna make shorts out of this shit. And here I am like, yeah, she almost got killed by her husband. You go check out her documentary on Netflix. She got shot up and shit. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
Honestly, I don't think they care, because they know you got to get used to it. Like, you're new to that. It's not
then you know what's funny, bro? Because you know how we left talking about picks. I kind of threw that in the interview. I was like, you got Hamza, you got Bilal, you got Shakur. He was cool. He knew his boxing. He was cool as a fan. The kid was cool. But I was talking to him like a friend, and this is supposed to be an interview to hype up a pay-per-view. You understand? They're using me to make here I am going, shit, she got shot up by her husband. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta watch it. I mean,
it's true.
I am who I am. Fuck it. I'm not corporate America. I'm not gonna change who the fuck I am, right? We got puppets up on top. This is no holds bar.
Puppet. I mean, again, look, they have so many people that.
I ain't tripping. I'm not paid.
It's not
I'm
like
not paid, right? I'm not paid.
Yeah,
they
can't
give me
say
opportunity.
shit.
I made a mistake. Oh well, I'm not
Human.
I don't even think it's a mistake. I think they'll be okay with it. Like, I think they want that kind of banter. Yeah, maybe you could have plugged the pay-per-view a little bit more. Maybe you should just have
I
like a
did
sticky
plug it
note
though.
that
I
says,
did try to plug it good. I had my points like, yo, you guys check out his stream. It's
oh, you should be
streaming.
fine then. Shit, yeah, you should be fine.
And yeah, I hope they make the right shorts and
Hey man, get a
they do
redo.
all the edits.
Yeah.
Do a
They do all
redo.
the edits, huh?
We can do a redo, fam.
Possibly, but no, it's too much, bro. It was good enough. I got to the point.
Hey,
Well, hey, we
were
were just closing out. Do you want to give the everybody your thoughts on the Dubois Oleksandr Usyk fight, and then give your channels and everything like that? And we're peacing out.
You know, if they had that instant replay like they did back in the day, I think that Dubois would have been the winner of that first encounter. But Usyk is my number one pound for pound fighter, man. We were talking about Bam, talking about pound for pound. Alexander Usyk is number one. He's proven it. You know, he's done shut people out, give them them rematches, came back, gave him the same sandwich. You know what I'm saying? And Usyk, I got Usyk in this fight. I think he's going to be a lot more. He's very intelligent, and he's going to stay away from. But Dubois on a streak too. So, damn, Dubois. I go Usyk decision on this one.
What kind of decision?
I'm gonna go a unanimous.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, hey, go ahead and plug your channels for everybody. And we were just, I mean, we can keep going. I don't.
No, it's cool. I just came in to say
I'm about to cut out.
Yeah.
Boxing Media.
5:30 comes.
I thought you guys were still cooking. I came up to share that with you.
Oh, we were just about to get off right when you popped in. I was like, let me get him on real quick. Okay, cool. Yeah, so make sure you check them out. Skywalker Boxing Media, Skywalker Boxeo on Facebook. Again, please tap in with everybody's channels. They're down there at the bottom. Mo Boxing, no problem. Of course,
No problems.
Obviously partners with us at all. As well, excuse me. So that's awesome. As well, make sure you go check out all those interviews I did at Country Box. We got Evan Holyfield, Sergey Deverchenko,
Dude,
really good interviews. So,
you did great,
thank
bro.
you. I
Appreciate you, man. Even Mo Boxing, man, he was praising your interviews and your work, bro. And Jose,
Nice.
yeah,
The
Jose
sports
liked it a lot. It's
One more bragging out there.
Yeah,
He's getting it.
I was very happy I was able to get Derechenko to really like talk about his country and how he felt about like his people back there in the war and all that. It was, and how he wants to go on another run.
And
for
you
a
did good,
championship. I
man.
was
For
like,
someone that don't speak English normally, like you did really
Yeah.
good with, and you had him talk a long time, and he understood everything you were saying. But it took him a little while to put everything together because English is not his primary language. So you did great with that, especially with foreigners, man.
I mean, but
yeah, and I got to give it to his awesome wife though, who was also there helping to kind of. She spoke a tiny bit of English, so we were kind of like bantering. But anyways, go check that out at Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS. And as well, again, make sure you tap in Skywalker Boxing Media, Papa Chun Yayo, Clubber D's new YouTube channel, and 86 Boxing. And we really appreciate you tuning in. We will catch you next time. Again, probably another couple weeks. Just keep a lookout on everybody's channel, and you see us there. All right, for everybody and Josh, who is off the camera, we will catch you next time. Holla.
Peace, guys.
Peace with the millions. It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair figure flow. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat close. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated, folks. Get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action packed, back to back. In fact, this monster will grow. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan, and you have no need to know. Hot like winter cold. Bust these fools, anything less than killing whack rappers is a crime. I stay trying to get mine. Stacking value, packing venues, winning over time. Ain't no fine timeline. Open your eyes, you're looking for the best, and this is what you find. Game is only for the bold. You came prepared, now get ready for the show.
Introducing from parts unknown, your UFC and Combat Sports Insider Club.